It's the Unstoppable Butt Shaking Show.
Woo!
The show formerly known as the Fan Controlled Show, the official companion show to Fan Controlled Sports and Entertainment. We have maybe an all-timer of thumbnails for this one.
We do. Jess, bring that thumbnail up again if you don't mind.
Incredible.
I forgot this was the show name.
There it is.
There.
Look at that.
Yeah.
It's in the eyes, really.
Milkshake springs are the boys of the yard.
Listen, my eye is drawn to somewhere else, but it's the eyes that are doing all the work. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Jeff, as my dad said way back when I was, I think I was in the 5th or 6th grade playing recreation basketball, trying out for the travel team. He was like, listen, and he was the coach of the travel team, which, by the way, I didn't make. That's how like dads weren't really like playing favorites. And then he's like, listen, you can't shoot the basketball, so just use your fat ass to rebound, okay? And that's what I did. That's what I did. I boxed out my whole life in basketball. I think I probably averaged around 7 to 8 rebounds and 0 points a game. That large ass traveled its way throughout my entire life, obviously. And the reason why there's unstoppable butt shaking, Jeff, is because when I get too cold, my butt starts shaking and I cannot stop it.
It's unstoppable.
It's unstoppable. It just shakes, Leighton. It just keeps going. I can't stop it. It's like hand tremor. Yeah, it just goes like that.
Is it shaking? Is each cheek independently shaking, or is it shaking all as one?
No, it kind of both cheeks and they don't clap. It's not like a clapping situation. It's not like a hot girl like ass clapping thing.
Right.
It's like the both cheeks just shake.
All right. Well, okay. Starting off the new year right. First episode of the new year. Very excited. Very excited. 2024 is going to be a huge year for Fan Controlled Sports.
Huge.
And entertainment.
Yes.
This is the entertainment. Sports going to be even more exciting.
Yep.
But I'm excited to be here with you guys. Leighton, you've had an incredible December, as we've heard.
Yeah, a lot went on.
Jeff, you got an MBA. You got an MBA.
Yeah, I got my MBA. I have a master's degree now. And then a week and a half later, followed it up and proposed. So I'm engaged.
Incredible. Congratulations.
All that happened all in December.
Congratulations. You're just getting it all out of the way in one fell swoop.
Yeah.
One fell swoop.
Yeah.
Yep.
I will say Jeff, we're both married men, both fathers, you of 2, me of 1. How long did you date your wife before you proposed?
Only 2 years.
Okay. Yeah.
Only 2 years. I was getting up there in the old age category, and I was like, you know what? If I'm going to do this, I better get this done. You know what I'm saying? How about you? How long was yours?
Like a year and a half, maybe.
Yeah.
It was quick, but I also was like in my late 30s.
Yeah.
Right.
Same here.
Mid to late 30s.
Same here. And I was like, you know what? She's the right one.
Yeah.
She's the right one.
And when you know. And I always said, I don't think I met a one in my 20s.
No.
For sure.
I had no intention of meeting one in my 20s.
That correct. What's funny is like last night we're sitting at dinner, and sometimes Amanda, my wife, will come out with these insane asks where she like, did you see yourself like at this age? Like, did you see yourself like this? And I was like, I thought my handicap would be lower. And she's like, no, seriously. And I was like, well, I got to be honest. In my 20s, I wasn't thinking anything into my 40s. Like, I was jumping off stages at karaoke bars and doing front flips down Santa Monica Boulevard. It was, I was a wild human being. So the fact that I made it this far, I think I got to take every day like I did it. One more.
Yeah.
Good job.
New year, 2024. Could you imagine 2024? Like, no, I never thought about 2024. No.
This is past Demolition Man. This is past it.
Wasn't the world supposed to end in 2012?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Based on every movie that was written in the 80s, we are well beyond any writer's imagination.
Yeah.
We were supposed to be surfing down Sunset Boulevard.
Yes. Based solely
from Los Angeles.
So Leighton, how was the engagement? Did you think like, was it super romantic, or were you like, Falcons win, marry me?
Yeah, no, I took her to an Italian restaurant. She thought it was going to happen there. And then when we left, I was like, oh, let's just go for a walk. We ended up going to Centennial Park here, and I told her, I was like, "Oh, look at the skyline." She turns around, pulls out her phone, and when she turned back around, I had the ring out. So that's how I did it.
Nice.
Super surprised.
Well,
it was freezing cold, but I did it.
Ooh, very un-Atlanta like. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw a really fun Instagram of a dude who, a month leading up to the actual proposal, he was photobombing her with the ring. Like there's pictures of her like watching TV and he's in the background with the ring, and there's pictures of her like sleeping and he's got the ring like on her nose, you know. He's just like taunting her, and then finally she I thought that was pretty ballsy.
That is very funny.
That's very creative. Yeah.
I mean, I got the ring probably like 2 months before I proposed, and I would come home every day from work, and if Amanda wasn't home, I'd just go look at it and be like,
yeah. Has there ever been a heavier thing in your pocket of ever?
Never.
Well, what also didn't help was the jeans I decided to wear when I proposed were a lot tighter than last time. So I just have this box bulging. The whole night I was walking, hoping she didn't look at my butt, because like, why is this random box? Yeah, I'm not putting those on for a while. So,
have you ever worn a ring in your life before, Lay?
Yeah, class ring. I hate having rings on.
Yeah,
I never wore rings.
Never had a ring on in my life. You develop like a little callus down here, and you rarely are not playing with it. Like I'm always
right now. I was just doing that. Yeah,
just playing.
Take it off, put it back on.
Good to see everybody in chat. Nerdy watches. Another week win for Nerd E last week. I think he was at almost 2,400 points. Jeff, the picks and the polls in the app. I think we put out about, maybe 200 to 300 in between the months of September and October. Then November, we hit about 400. No, November, we hit like 600. December, we were almost to 800. I think this month of January 2024 will be over 1,000. So if you want to climb those leaderboards and win those max amount of control and gold, get in there, answer the picks and polls. There's new picks every single day, from NBA to Coppa Italia soccer to the NFL, to college football. Well, what was college football? We only have one game left. We're in there every single day. So get in there. And those mini games are super fun. And there's a new mini game coming down the line relatively soon. So look out for that. Nice. There's just a lot more action on the app nowadays than there ever was, as we lead into 2024, where new sports are coming at your eyeballs. Some sports that you love and know, and some new events, because I was inspired the last 24 hours, Jeff, and Leighton knows this too. Okay. There's a gentleman on the Barstool Network. His name is Jersey Jerry. Okay. Now, Jersey Jerry is exactly what you'd he's kind of like a smaller guy, a little overweight, a little chunky. He's got a thick beard. He's very, very passionate about my Pittsburgh Steelers. Okay. And, he went on a live stream and he said, I'm going to hit golf balls until I get a hole in one on a simulator, playing Pebble Beach, famous hole number 7. Now, 24 hours later, he still didn't have a hole in one, and he was having a meltdown.
Listen, I'm not a golf expert,
but
my understanding is a hole in one is not easy.
It is not.
It is
but
quite
on a
rare,
simulator, it's a lot easier. Right. And from only 100 yards away, yes.
All right.
Yeah.
But still,
Freddie Ambrose said some writer for CBS thinks the Steelers will get Russ for 2024. No, we won't. We won't pay the money. The Rooneys are the cheapest franchise. They are the cheapest owners in football. We are not paying anything for Russell Wilson. I promise you that.
Who wants him right now?
Nobody wants him.
No.
Mason Rudolph looks better. Plus, we already got Kenny Pickett.
I don't want him. I do not want him.
He doesn't want him.
Anyway, so I feel like also the farther you get into 24 hours, the less chance you have, right?
Yeah.
At a certain point, you're just whacking away at the ball, barely away.
Your technique is done, right?
Yeah.
Done. He hit the ball when he finally got the hole in one. I think it was almost like 30 hours later. That first of all, they forced him to sleep. They're like, you have to go to bed. You have to sleep. He was having a meltdown. They put an air mattress in the simulator so that he never left the simulator because he didn't want to leave. He wakes up, like when you wake up after like a crazy night of drinking or partying and you're kind of like
yeah.
You're still in the golf simulator.
Okay. And he gets back and he starts hitting it, and now he's really, and people are starting. I mean, I'm talking like the biggest names in golf are following that. PGA Tour was chiming in. Brooks Koepka, Max Homa, all these guys, Paige Spiranek, they're all chiming in. JJ Watt. All they wanted to do was see him get this hole in one, and every time he swung, he's like, "No!" Like they're all the entire world. Jeff, he started the day with like 45,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel. He's now well over 100,000. Okay, like 110,000, something like that. Yeah. When he made the hole in one, there was 93,000 people watching the stream on a channel with 100,000 subscribers. That is never heard of in YouTube. That has never happened.
They were all there for it.
They were all there.
Amazing.
It happened, and the world exploded. Okay, like everybody was so excited, and I sent the video to like my cousins. And it's like this doesn't happen anywhere else but in sports with dudes. Okay.
Yeah.
Girls don't celebrate like that. They don't like jump at it. Like they're not sitting around for 24 hours trying to make a hole in one and then celebrating like we just like ended all wars, right? It doesn't happen anywhere else. Like the amount of bro hugging, and they're like, speech, Jerry, speech. And this was the most magical part. He's like, oh, this is for the little guys out there, for the people that don't think they can do something. And that was like 13 seconds of the speech. And then he's like, and all I want to do is have dinner with TJ Watt. That's all he wanted out of this.
That's all he wanted.
Like, he's like, I want to get steak and mashed potatoes with TJ Watt. I know JJ was watching. I just want to hang out with TJ Watt because he's a diehard Steeler fan. So at the end of the day, after all this, after like, thousands of people watching, all he wants to do is have dinner with TJ Watt.
You gotta love him. You gotta love him. What a lovable lug. Woody the Duck says he was 0.9 inches away at one point.
Yeah, it came so close at one point.
Wow.
Freddie Airmail about the Russ thing. Freddie, I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to anger me if you bring up Russell Wilson again to the Steelers. You're going to make me mad because if it happens, I'm going to freak out. I cannot stand Russell Wilson. Yeah. I don't like. He's not a good person. He is bad for the locker room. He's not a good quarterback. And the Steelers, it's trash. I don't want it. I don't want anything to do with that. Jake 32, whatever happened to my $150 investment in I'm Super Curious Republic, said that they couldn't give me my investment back, and Bob Menery laughed at me when I asked about it. I don't think he laughed about it, but your investment is still in the team. It's still in the league. It's not if you read the
coming back, baby, coming
back. It's coming back. Your investment will grow.
Yeah.
It's something that you have to hold on to for a long time. Like a lot of investments, it doesn't return right away.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like marriage.
Thank you. Tying it right back. It's not about the now, baby. It's not about the now.
Yeah. Jonathan Peck, it's yins or pain, right, Josh? Yes, it's yins or pain. This season has been absolutely painful. We sat around like we thought, let's trust Mitch Trubisky. We might as well just roll ourselves down a hill into like a lot of thorn bushes. Okay, with Mitch Trubisky, we're like, we signed one of the best backups in the league. Did we? We signed trash to trash. We signed more trash. Okay. Unfortunately, nobody gave Mason Rudolph any faith, and they were just like, "Hey, listen, dude, just go sling it because it really doesn't matter at this point. Just go out and have some fun." And because he's got George Pickens, who makes incredible plays after incredible plays, he finally looks like he can actually throw a football. Good.
Yeah. But there was a point in this season where you didn't think you were going to get 9 wins.
No,
right?
No,
9 wins.
No,
that's pretty good.
But we're about to, we need 10 and some luck to make the playoffs, Jeff. And guess what? You get us in the playoffs and we are going to be a dangerous team. Look out.
Hard out. I think so. I think a hard out.
Yeah.
I think the Jags are not going to make it. I think the Jags lose.
Yeah.
This week. They're just waning. The Bills are the problem.
The Bills are an issue.
Bills are scary in the AFC. And I think the Bills could take out the Ravens.
Yeah.
Potentially.
I think this could be the year of the Bill. It wasn't the year of Bill Belichick, but it could be the year of
How much joy was that to watch?
Oh God, isn't it glorious?
It's lovely. Like if he gets fired, that would be the greatest thing ever.
Yes.
This is like the first year since 2000 not a single Patriot made a Pro Bowl.
Wow. Is that true? Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. That's tough.
Not a single Patriot made it to the Pro Bowl this year.
Really tough.
Yeah.
Woody the Duck says, going to eat boneless wings at Applebee's. Catch you guys in the rewatch. Woody
All
the
right.
Duck.
Enjoy. You know what?
Here's a great call.
Your priorities are well calibrated.
Yes. I'm telling you, those chicken crispers at Applebee's. No, sorry, that's Chili's. I'm sorry. Sorry. I didn't mean to cross streams because
It's all right. I still endorse it.
Yeah.
First year since 2000 that the Jets will finish with a better record than the Pats. Yeah. Good job for the email on that stat.
Great stat.
Yeah.
Well done. Steven Sawtell, a big thank you for the Zappers care care package I received in the mail from the league yesterday. I kind of love you guys.
Kinda.
Kinda.
That's how Leighton proposed. He's like, Ray, I kind of love you.
Yeah. No, that's what marriage is. Get ready for that. Kinda.
Yeah.
The kinda is a big
It's a big
I
deal.
love you, but I'm also pissed at you. What?
Very humbling. Yeah, I know.
I really love you right now. Yeah. I think that's a bigger question is fan controlled sports coming in here really hot in 2024. Boneless wings are not wings. Technically they were categorized in the early to mid 2000s as boneless wings by the large chicken conglomerate, as we call Big Chicken. Jeff, as you know, we did an entire research paper on. This is when Jeff and I got our MWA, which was Masters in Wing Association.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
Wing Arts.
Wing Arts, MFA, MWA, Masters of Wings, Fine Arts,
CFA, KFC, all of that. Yeah,
all of them.
12
all of them.
Spices and herbs and spices. Yeah. And before they were called boneless wings, as we all know, they were legitimately just chicken nuggets. Okay, they were more of a nugget shape. They were shaped into a nugget, right? And then in order to keep
anytizers, you could call them anytizers as well.
Oh, nice.
That was a good tie in there, Jeff.
Thank you. Thank you, son.
You know, we the large chicken wing consortiums that run a lot of our politicians currently, really demonstrative in the Iowa caucuses and the New Hampshire primary. Most of the people voting are being controlled by lobbies of Big Chicken. Big chicken and chicken wings mostly. Yeah. I'm not talking about breasts or thighs or really even tenders. I'm mostly talking about wings. Okay. And Jeff, we both hit this in parts of our presentation. You ran a lot of the PowerPoint. I ran kind of a lot of the the angles and the retorts, if you will. And it really Buffalo Wild Wings was they spearheaded this. This was like the Philip Morris situation with Big Tobacco.
That's right.
This Buffalo Wild Wings said, I don't want to sell anything that isn't really a chicken wing. Why don't we just change the name of the nugget to the boneless wing? And the entire world just went along with it. Mostly because
duped.
We were duped and we had no other argument than to eat it.
That's right.
Got it.
That's right.
Okay. And
it was too delicious to resist.
Correct, Jeff. And just because you were throwing buffalo sauce on the nugget,
that's right,
does not make it a boneless wing. It just makes it sauce-covered chicken nuggets.
Sauced nugget. Yeah.
But
sauced nugget.
What rolls off the tongue and enters the mouth easier? Sauce-covered nugget?
Yeah.
Or boneless wing?
Yeah. It's all about semantics, I
understand. Wow.
It's like calling it the Clean Air Act,
This makes sense.
I'm not gonna vote against the Clean Air Act, even if it makes the air dirtier. I'm not gonna turn down a boneless chicken wing. You offer me a nugget, I might say no. I don't want a nugget.
Not really.
Give me a boneless chicken wing. I'm not turning that down.
Yeah. As Steven Sawtell said, that was a passionate last 3 minutes from Josh.
That was good.
Yes. And really and truly, as time wore on, we started forgetting about the war that was between those that stayed faithful, loyal to the nugget, and those that decided to jump ship, like the PGA Tour and Live Golf.
Yeah.
They decided to go with Big Chicken and chase the boneless wing.
I believe consuming a wing has to be work on some level.
Agreed.
Okay.
You get out what you put in. You know what I'm saying? And if you could just pop a wing in your mouth, heedless, mindless, without respect of the potential bone. What are we even doing?
Y'all are doing a number on all the flat wingers and the wing-anon people right now.
Thank
y'all
you.
are doing.
Thank you.
Look at y'all.
I don't respect them.
No,
Yeah. No.
I don't at all. And Leighton, as you're a passionate wingman.
Yes.
You're
of
a
course.
wingman.
I'm a part of the wing-mocracy party, of course.
Yes, of course. Right? There's
Even though I live in a Chick Publican state.
We call it the right wing because we're right about wings.
That's the only right wing I will get behind, Jeff.
That's right. Okay. They call me a right winger, and I'm proud to say yes when we're talking about wings that are right.
Yes.
Good to see Cool One in chat. Cool One has been up and down those leaderboards in the app for a while. Speaking of up and down leaderboards, it's not so much, Jeff, that they didn't respect the bone of the chicken.
Mm.
It's that they went in willy-nilly, knowing full well that their mouth was not in danger.
That's right.
Mm.
Danger is part of it.
It is.
It has to be. Or else,
it has to be.
What are we even doing? You know?
Listen, if you aren't sweating profusely, not from spice, but from effort at the end of your wing eating experience, you are not doing it correctly.
You're not eating wings.
You're not.
That's right.
You're not. Okay. There's 3 different kind of eating sweats. Jeff, you know this. Okay.
Of course I do. Yes.
There's spicy sweats.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's meat sweats. And there's effort sweats.
Yeah.
Yes.
And in one glorious food item, you can combine all 3.
All 3.
Yes.
And that's what Big Chicken didn't realize when they were bringing boneless wings to us.
They didn't get it.
I
I don't
get
want
it.
just 2 out of 3 sweats.
No. Steven Sawtell, it's like eating a Cadbury egg and not feeling the fear of potential salmonella. Correct, sir.
You know, there's not an actual egg in that, right?
It's just a creamy yellow.
It's just sugar.
It's just sugar cream. D Factor, I do love boneless wings for the record. D Factor, we are not saying that we don't love boneless wings. All 3 of us here would dive in a Scrooge McDuck like money bin full of boneless buffalo wings.
Give me some right now. I will eat them.
Eat them.
Yes.
I will bathe in them.
We said too delicious to resist.
Correct. Okay.
Finger licking. Mm.
If cold plunging were actually diving into buckets of chicken boneless wings, it would be more popular.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It would also be more, respectable when I do it anyway.
Correct. I want to be seared from hot, greasy, fried wings on my body.
How did we get into this topic?
Buffalo sauce.
How was that? What's that? Oh man. Anyway.
Did you guys have it? I saw this question a while back. Forgive me for not crediting the correct person. Maybe it was Woody, the duck. Do you guys have any New Year's resolutions? Do you do that? Do you resolve things?
I used to do that a lot. I used to do resolutions.
Yeah.
But when your whole life every day is trying a new resolution, January 1st does not make you make me chase a resolution. However, I do have some resolutions. One, I gotta lose some weight. I gotta get back into some shape. I gotta do something better for my body. So I started exercising again. Yesterday was my first day at the gym. I mean, I'd gone like sparingly in 2023, like, I don't know, once a month. I jumped in the pool. I played a lot of golf, but I know golf really isn't per se like exercise. Even though if you walk all 18 holes, it's about a 6-mile walk. I mean, it's a decent walk. Okay.
Yeah.
Almost 7,000 yards, depending on how bad you are. Okay. But I got to the gym, and what did I do yesterday? I walked uphill on the treadmill for about 25 minutes, and then I did a little bit of the seated bike. And then I did a light lift. I don't want to go in really fast. I can't go in straight Schwarzenegger style. Okay?
Yeah.
I went in nice. And, I listened to a podcast, watched part of Fargo on the bike.
It's so good this season.
Oh my God. It's insane. Leighton, that's a show you should really watch. You should Fargo.
You can skip seasons 3 and 4.
Yeah.
But seasons 1, 2, and 5 are incredible.
Yes.
What is this on?
Yeah.
It's on FX, on Hulu, FX on Hulu.
Yeah. Or Hulu on
Yeah.
FX. Yeah.
So good.
Freddie Airmail, I'm trying to do new things. I'm avoiding calling them resolutions because of the whole joke that people make resolutions and never keep them, trying to avoid having that out. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's being a better person while also retaining your current form. Not giving up on yourself by saying I'm going to do this. You know what I mean? You got to take it. What about you, Jeff? You seem like a big resolution.
No, not really. Whenever I do stuff like that, it usually I track it from birthday to birthday. You know, my birthday's in August, so I usually go, birthday. I don't usually do January 1st as a resolution thing. But yeah, I'm trying. I started I joined a like a dad basketball thing. League is too strong a word. It's not a league. But
go on further. How is it not a league, Jeff?
Well, there's no organization. It's like a bunch of dads with kids in the same school that managed to get a gymnasium that we can use that keeps the riffraff out, right? We don't have to deal with them youngins. Coming in there and showing us up. I don't want to. I don't be playing with a bunch of 17-year-olds with their slam dunkeries and their.
I get it. I think that makes sense. Yeah.
Their seemingly unstoppable level of cardiovascular health. I want to be with a bunch of guys heaving and wishing they were dead. And that's what I found.
Instead of water bottles, it's just bottles full of chicken.
My head in a bucket of boneless wings.
So how many guys play?
Well, the first time, which was last week, I played last night and a week ago last night.
Okay.
And we had 3-on-3, like solid 3-on-3, 6 dudes.
Are you playing
last night?
Playing half court?
We played half court. That was the first one. Last night, the word got out. Word got out. And of course, the first week was like, it was still, holidays and people were traveling. It was harder. But last night, January 3rd, we had 12 dudes.
Whoa.
Yeah. So we played full 5-on-5, full court with 2 dudes that had to sit out each game. Yeah. It was great fun.
Okay.
I did
major injuries?
I did get this. You can see
is that a black eye?
The black eye. Yeah. Yeah. It was ball to the face.
Oh.
I wish I could say it was fisticuffs. I should have come up with a fun.
I thought you got in the fight. I thought you had to defend your game. And
I wish I had come up with a good story about how I posterized some dude, and then he was like, "Not on my watch," and then I clocked me in the eye, and then I took him out. None of that happened. No. I got a stiff pass that I wasn't ready for.
Yeah.
And I thought I was wearing my glasses because I'm old and blind now.
Black-eyed Jeff.
Black-eyed Jeff. And it knocked I'm serious. It knocked my glasses across the gymnasium.
Oh,
and I thought they were going to be broken.
Yeah.
Pretty good. These Warby Parkers, pretty resilient.
Well
but
done.
It hit my face so hard that it gave me a black eye.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Jeff, have you ever been punched in the face?
No, I don't think I have.
Me neither. I've never been punched. Leighton?
I've been punched, but not in the face.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Leighton got punched. I got punched in the ear one time at a frat party in West Virginia, which makes sense. That math checks out. I shouldn't have been.
I got picked on a lot as a kid, but it was nobody ever really punched me in the face.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Leighton, who punched you?
It's a whole story. I don't even want to unwrap. Just want to say it was in high school. Yeah. I should have just kind of kept it.
Late in life. Wow.
Yeah.
I think one time Ben and I, my brother and I were fighting, and we got to that age, we're probably around 12, 13, where we started being able to do serious damage to each other. And we're like, I think we're done fighting.
Yeah. It's just like fun and games anymore.
Yeah. I think we called it. We're just like, okay, listen, it's over now. Okay. He could put me in a headlock that was unget outable. It was like a guillotine. And like I had these like crazy like knuckle punches that I would like go like it was really rough fighting. But I think what really came to a head is Jeff is there was a solid black eye that was given by me to my brother, but it was an elbow during like trying to get out of the headlock.
Yeah, that'll happen.
And my dad came home and he was like, "All right, you two idiots, it's enough of this. We're not gonna be doing this anymore."
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay,
I didn't even know it. I didn't even know it happened. It happened not last night, a week ago was the first night, the 3-on-3 game.
Yeah,
I got this stiff pass to the face, didn't catch it. I knew it was intense when I
really wish there was a camera on this.
Well, it's like the Dr. Pepper commercial where she's like, she throws the ball and it misses. She's like, it's right to you. Like,
yeah. Well, I got up joking about it. I was like, I tell my son, catch the ball with your hands, not your face. And I didn't follow my own advice.
Yeah.
But I was all right. Like my nose wasn't bleeding. I wasn't like, I was fine.
Yeah.
It, rang my bell a little bit, but I got up, I was fine. And then, like a few days later, we're at dinner and, we went for New Year's Eve, we went to dinner and we're sitting across from my wife and I are sitting across from each other. And she's like, "Oh my God, your eye." And I was like, "What?" I had no idea. She's like, what's going on with your eye? Do you have a black eye? And I, I used my phone to look at my eye. I was like, holy crap. I had no idea.
I'm cool.
No, that's what I thought. I was like, this is awesome.
Sock 'em.
You don't really see it with my glasses on, but
let me ask you this, Jeff. To Stephen Sawtell II's comment here, and a shout out to Stephen Sawtell, who I'd like. Stephen, could you let us know where you are in your gold level? If you're over 1 million still, where you are?
Yeah. Playing fast and loose with those wagers, right?
Fast and loose. Yeah. And a shout out to everybody that's been going in daily on the picks and the polls because it's been awesome to see. He said, if you're not wearing headbands and short shorts, it ain't a league. So to that effect, Jeff, Do you have like any braces you wear? Are we talking headbands? You got a brace?
I have a knee brace because I have a bad knee.
Solid.
That I injured playing basketball like 20 years ago.
Oh, good. Get back in.
Never got it looked at. So I do wear a knee brace. That's true. And I tell you what, it is. I'm excited to be doing this every week because by the end, in a couple months from now, I'll be able to not want to heave up my guts every 15 minutes. It's full court basketball. Well, I mean, in Denver with no air, it's not serious business. We
really gasping out there. Really gasping.
We're tired out.
Yeah.
I was like, can we institute a no fast breaks rule, please?
Yeah, that's smart. Yeah. Or like no full court press. It got to be no full court press.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Walk it up.
Take your time.
Yeah.
Dad ball. Yeah.
Wow. Stephen Sawtell, 69 million before betting with more reckless abandon today. Racer 24524 road to 1 billion. This is a funny thing. Like we should really start documenting this, Stephen.
Yeah. If he gets to a bill, you got to immortalize his name in the app.
The first billion?
Yeah. First billionaire.
Do we name a badge or like an achievement after him?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Sawtell?
The Bill badge. Yeah. That was the Sawtell. I love it.
Wow. It's pretty good, Stephen. I'm very impressed. Can you send us a screenshot to the content at fcf.io website? I would like to see that. And then we could share it on, social media. And really, I mean, if anybody else has
McDuck.
Sawtell McDuck. That's a common theme is Scrooge's number one dime and Money Bin tonight.
Yeah.
Please send that along because that is crazy impressive. I don't think we actually envisioned it to getting to say. I will say this straight up: is our original idea was like every day we'll just do like 10 picks and polls, right? Like, right? Is people that's enough for people, and then we started like a little more here, a little more. To where today, I think we put in 55 picks. I mean, it's a lot. There's a lot
action.
There's a lot of action. There's a lot of action. And it's mostly because we just want people in the app hanging out, doing things,
having fun,
being a daily active user on the app, mini games, earning your gold, buying your Fanvatar, cool, sweet stuff. Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Ah, man. 69 million.
That's ridiculous.
That's a lot.
Shout out to the families, and,
Giggity
you know,
giggity.
kids without love because their family members are like dominating on our app.
Yeah. Steven
Ruin the
Sautel's like, I
holidays.
used to have friends. I used to have family, but instead I now have 69 million in online gold.
I mean,
You're better than being
there you go.
a, what is it, a giganaire or whatever that commercial is?
The Giganator?
No, like instead of being a millionaire, you're like a giganaire. One of the phone companies did this.
Oh,
I forgot which
I
one.
missed.
I don't know.
Steven Sautel, can I send the screenshot to the DM via IG? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
sure. Wherever you want to send it, send it. Yeah.
So what is your guys as we're heading into, you know, the last week of the NFL season?
Oh God.
I don't need to bring up the Steelers.
Why? Why would you do this? Like,
I mean,
it's a gagillionaire. Barry on deck. Gagillionaire.
Gagillionaire.
Yeah.
Thank
you.
Do you guys have a pick for Super Bowl winner? You have a prediction?
Jeff, I can't, like, I'm already really maxed out here. Okay.
Right.
I can't think past this weekend. Listen, I know you want us to both be like, oh, it's going to be the 49ers so that you can feel good when you get off. Okay.
I mean, it's hard not to pick the Ravens, right? It's hard not to pick after they dismantled the 49ers at home. But you know, I don't know. I'm curious. If you guys think that, you know, the AFC feels a little more open. I feel like the Eagles and the Cowboys are just like tanking right now.
Yeah. You have a clear path there. Unless, I mean, the Cowboys, I guess, would be your Freddie Airmail says Ravens over Cowboys, which he said the other day. Racer 24524. The Packers should make the playoffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that a thing?
They're on the bubble right now, I think. But yeah, I don't know what their path to get in is, but I don't know. The Lions seem like a fun team.
Yeah, that's true. Lions too. Did you happen to hear Dan Campbell's interview on a local Detroit radio station today?
No, I heard him immediately after the game though, ranting about that fucking call, dude.
Man.
Oh my God.
Cool picks. Any chance we get IIHF WJC picks?
What?
Huh?
I don't know what that is.
Okay, I'm thinking that's the World Junior Classic. Is that hockey? Cool one?
Yeah, that's hockey.
I know the World Junior. Yes. I can do World Junior Hockeys. I can look into that. I can do some picks for that.
Dalvin Cook signed with the Ravens an hour ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Is he good still?
Yeah.
So, like, if no other team had him, is he really good? Yeah. Oh, hey, Barry on deck. Okay, post-show work to do. Enjoy the raid and have a great stream, fellas. Happy week 18. Thanks, Barry.
You too, buddy.
Good to see you.
Wow, very positive.
Love to see a Barry on deck raid. Yeah, Jeff, I don't know, man. I like my cousin text thread is going insane. I'm really worked up about certain things. Clearly, I like yelled at Freddie Airmail like he was personally insulting me with that Russell Wilson thing. I just this season has been so up and down, and it is really become like almost like an anxiety issue. Like it's like I'm like, do I have heart palpitations from it? I can't. Do we have a quarterback? Do we not have a quarterback? Do we have a coach? Do we not have a coach? We have another winning season. I can't get mad at Tomlin. A lot of coaches, like the teams would, we really and truly, if you look at this situation, if we're most franchises, we win like 4 games, but Mike Tomlin gets the most out of a lot of these guys.
That is absolutely the truth. That is absolutely the truth. Dude gets it done. I think he's like never had fewer than 9 wins or something crazy. 8 wins. Like he's never had a losing season, right?
No, he had 1. Nope, that's false. Maybe. Wait.
I feel like he's never gone below 500, which is an insane thing. That's an insane.
Yeah. D Factor. Will we get tennis picks? Australian Open is happening this month. As the tennis season has begun. Yes, we will most definitely be getting. I'll do majors picks for tennis 100%. Steven Sautel, you don't realize how much you miss a guy like Tomlin until you are seeking his replacement. Very true. Very true. This is a really good question from Nate Skywalker 7. He is in the next Star Wars movie. Do you all think Derrick Henry still has anything left in the tank after this season? I don't think the Titans will keep him. Yeah, I think that like most running backs, we thought that he was invincible, and this season has proved that the human body cannot take what running backs.
It's sad. I think he'll probably play a couple more seasons, right? He'll probably
Yeah.
find a way to be on a team, but he's not going to be Derrick Henry.
No,
You know?
no.
Yeah.
I mean, look, we thought we were getting Derrick Henry when we got Najee Harris. We did not get Derrick Henry. And I think that Najee Harris will still have like the same career arc, right?
Yeah.
It'll be like, he'll probably have a good season next year, like decent, like the last couple seasons. He'll be fine. He'll be serviceable. We'll have to complement him with other running backs. I mean, if you're an NFL team, you have to have 3 running backs. You can't.
Yes.
And one of them has to be able to catch the ball. If not 2, if not all 3, you have to be able to catch the ball somewhere in a flat or in a bubble screen or something.
Yep.
And you need to have a playmaker wide receiver, 2 every down wide receivers, and you need to have like an X factor wide receiver that somehow gets a touchdown when you definitely need it to be, but he doesn't really do much of the rest of the year.
And it's becoming more essential that you have 2 quarterbacks.
Yep.
You got to have like a sick backup quarterback.
Yes.
Like in this league, you got to have a competent, get in there and get it done backup quarterback for like 1 or 2 games in the season.
Yep.
Or you're toast.
Yes.
So the price of backups is going to go up. You think so?
I think so.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah, it kind of has to. I think we're looking at it. You're with all the injuries that happen to quarterbacks and will happen to quarterbacks more and more and more. You gotta. Here's the thing, and Melon Moods, which I believe is Stathead. Hi, Stathead. I like the new names. It's way easier to remember than Kyle S Realm F7 something real SM. Anyway, I love you, buddy. Ao checking back in on the 3 legends, sending love from Stathead. We didn't obviously talk about why Patrick Dees isn't here today. I'll be honest, I don't know. He just said he couldn't do the show. But Jeff, I believe, and don't mean I'm wrong. He was when he was in Prague a couple weeks ago. He was offered a tall guy contract because there's not a lot of tall people in Prague in the Czech Republic.
Yeah,
and what they need him to
do
is
high demand. They call it
correct. He was in high demand.
That was really good. Yeah.
And so what he does is he just goes to Prague for like 4 or 5 days and he just walks around. And other people are like, "There's tall people here. What are you talking about?"
There's one right there.
It's like they go on TripAdvisor, like, I don't know what everybody's talking about with all these short people in Prague. I saw a tall guy today. It's like, oh yeah, good. So he's just bringing up this GDP. So he's over in Prague. I'll be back probably next week. Anyway, he said, and then he said, "Oh God, we're talking about QBs, and I'm in my Pats gear." Yeah. Well, I will say, Stathead, who I love, an amazing dude. Was the one who I think I almost made him cry by yelling at him in season 2 of Fan Control Football when he was like, "You guys should. Mitch Trubisky has a lot of football left. I think he's actually a really good quarterback." And I'm gonna be like, I think I even said like, "You are stupid. Like you're a stupid human." Like, I was so angry. It's like when I yelled at Freddie about Russ Wilson. Like it's stupid. But on the flip side, during season 2 of Fan Control Football, the NFL draft was like at the beginning of the season. And we're all watching it. And Stathead was so upset that we got George Pickens because he wanted George Pickens to go to the Patriots. And I was like, I don't know. He just got hurt. Is he going to be that good? And now look at George Pickens. Is he a crazy person? Yeah, he's insane. But he's
wide receiver.
Awesome. And did you see that Mike Tomlin pick where he's like, "Hey, GP, get in there and make a play. GP, just get in there, win the game, make a play.
Do something good."
Yeah. Freddie Ermel, let me see. Hold on, let's see. There's some really Nate Skywalker. Tajay Spears is pretty nice. I just don't think he can run him like we did Henry. He's so small, more like a third down back. Yeah, that's why you got to have running back by committee. I mean, look at Christian McCaffrey. God, Jeff, like you want him to last forever, but he's not.
Well, he's not playing this week, which is good. It gets 2 weeks off, but yeah, he gets pounded. You know, that dude gets pounded. And he's been durable. But if you look at the 49ers over the last, 4 or 5 years, it has been running back by committee. Like Jeff, every single year.
Watch pounded. Watch pounded. I would just use that. Let me maybe use a different term.
Yeah. He gets pounded. He just gets bent over and pounded hard.
Go ahead. Anyway, he does. And he's always hurt. He's hurt. He's hurt at least 5 games a year.
Yeah, I mean, up until he signed with the 49ers, he hasn't been hurt, thankfully. He had that calf thing last week. But, it's hard. I can't – running back is just brutal on the body.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the last 4 or 5 years, the 49ers have had this rotating door of running backs.
Yeah.
And they've all been decent. But it's like they all go down, injury. Mm-hmm. So,
and they run Deebo Samuel in such a way that he's He's not going to be long in the tooth, right? I mean,
Yeah.
great wide receiver, but they put him in those positions where they're going to run him on end arounds and get him hurt.
Yeah, he lines up in the backfield. Yeah.
He does.
Yeah.
Freddie Airmail, is Jacoby Brissett the most disrespected QB in the league? I don't say disrespected.
Yeah, but he's not given the opportunity to be a legit starter like I think he should.
I would take Jacoby Brissett over Mitch Trubisky any day of the week.
Yeah.
Melon Mood said Trubisky, I'll concede. He's still mad about George Pickens. I still feel like Garrison Hurst would have been beastly if he wouldn't have gotten injured every 5 seconds. But that's like saying, like Bo Jackson would have broken every record had he not gotten hurt. It's just a fact of the matter.
Yeah.
Ken Griffey Jr. would have had 850 home runs if he actually had hamstrings late in his career. It's just, unfortunately, there are some guys that can last forever. Frank Gore, right?
Yeah. Frank Gore
might still be in the league.
He was playing in the league with his son.
Yes.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, when some running backs have gone down this year, people have been like, hey, is Frank Gore alive? Like, can we get him? Is he on a team? Yeah. Nick Skywalker said more like overlooked. I think Jacoby Brissett being overlooked is probably the same. I think Jacoby Brissett is one of those quarterbacks that's 500, right? You have a lot of those quarterbacks that they're gonna get you to 500.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But does 500 get you into the playoffs? Most of the time, no. Yeah. C Rooms, how do we feel on the Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts Pro Bowl snubs?
Well, I don't know if I would necessarily say those were snubs.
Yeah. Because how many quarterbacks get selected to the Pro Bowl? 4, 2, 3?
I think it's 3. I think
it's 3. I mean, nobody wanted to go to the Pro Bowl last year, so they just told the guy that's starting for the Ravens this week. What's his name? Come on, the guy that played it, Huntley. Is it Huntley?
Oh
yeah, Huntley.
They're like, yeah, just go ahead, you go to the Pro Bowl. But I mean, I don't think that Josh Allen was the best quarterback. See, I mean, was he a top 3 quarterback in the AFC? I don't know. I mean, I feel like he and Patrick Mahomes had a relatively similar season.
Yeah, and if they're going to pick one over the other, they're going to take Mahomes.
Yeah, exactly. It's the thing, you know.
Yeah, I mean, Josh Allen's amazing. He had injuries this whole year, right? Didn't he have injury problems this whole year?
Up and down, yeah, for sure. Yeah, like I feel like no shot Mahomes over Allen. Some same I'd say with Stafford over Hurts.
Yeah, I mean, so you got Tua, Lamar Jackson, and Patrick Mahomes. You can't. Who you get a kick out of that group?
Yeah,
this season.
Yeah,
wow. I might take Josh Allen over Patrick Mahomes, but man, I don't know if, for the Pro Bowl. And for Jalen Hurts has the Eagles have been good in spite of Jalen Hurts at points.
Yeah,
and I don't think that you put a Pro Bowl quarterback in the Pro Bowl for the push. I'm sorry.
I mean, Matthew Stafford got that spot.
No, he deserves that. Yeah,
that's pretty awesome. Yeah, I mean, the Rams outperformed everybody's expectations this year, and it's because of him.
Yes, you're telling me that Puka Nacua does that good in 30 other offenses? I don't think so.
No,
right.
I mean, the Rams like a dark horse. I know.
Yeah, the Rams were supposed to stink real bad. And Sean McVay, I mean, God, can you imagine if you're the Washington Commanders, you had every one of those guys in the same room at one point, and now they're head coaches everywhere else, and they are better, way better than the Commanders. Way better. That would be so, at least at the end of the day, Mike Tomlin has never had a coordinator go be a head coach anywhere.
Yeah.
We haven't really had to worry about that. Yeah, man, I don't, okay, the poll is up, Jeff.
Oh,
poll.
All right. Well, I got to pull it up because I don't even have it up. Hang on a second. Give me a second. The poll is up for the show name. We got Wild Human Beings, Dinner with TJ, Big Chicken, Oops, I Missed, and Willy Nilly Wing Thing.
Willy Nilly Wing Thing. I think Ruthless Cutie just made up that last one.
I don't know what that came from. But
Sawtell McDuck.
Yeah, where does he vote for Sawtell McDuck? That's pretty solid. JPEG 1098. By the way, the Eagles defense is terrible. Yeah, the Eagles defense isn't good. Talk about a giant collapse second half of the season. This is pretty bad.
I love to see it. Gotta love to see it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You gotta. I really wish that Leighton and I were talking about it on Tuesday, Jeff. You really wish that the Cowboys were the one to really falter.
I mean,
just so we could see more videos of people breaking their TVs.
Yeah.
It's a
Well,
tradition
some, it very well could have gone that way this last week, right? They could have easily lost that game. And
oh, that's what I was talking about. Was the Dan Campbell interview on the radio
about the 2-point
because
conversion?
local Detroit, the Detroit guy was like, I mean, do you think it was the right call? And he's like, well, I said all game. If we were going to do, we were going to do. There wasn't any. We were going for the win. He's like, yeah, but from the 7-yard line, it's it's a. And he's like, say what you're going to say. Say what you're going to say. And he was like, I mean, it's a low percentage play, coach. I don't know if I would have. He's like, if you be a man, say what you're insinuating. Like he's yelling at this, and the guy's like, I thought it was a reckless decision. And I was like, the host had enough. The radio guy was like, fine, you want to say it?
That's
Say
amazing.
It. There we go. Yes,
but
it was really
they
good.
won the game. They won the game. Like they called the right play. They told the refs about it in advance. They're like, hey, this guy's going to be eligible. This guy's not going to be eligible. The refs are just like, oops. That's some messed up stuff, man. It doesn't really change much in the playoff. It's not like the lines would have been 2 seed.
No.
But yeah, I mean, they were still going to be the 2 seed. Man, I really hope they lose that first game at home.
The Cowboys?
The Cowboys.
Yeah.
I hope they come in and just lay an egg.
I kind of want to watch them lose the Super Bowl, though. I really do.
I know we talked about that. I just getting them that close, and it's like game 7 of a team you really don't want to win. You're like, oh shit, they could win. They could win. Oh no. JPEG, which head coach candidate would be a hot commodity in the offseason, and which team would be the best location for the new head coach? Are we talking about Jim Harbaugh? Is that who we're getting? Because he would be.
He's coming in, right?
I think he would. I would think. I mean, he's got to be the hottest coaching commodity out there at this point. He's already coached a team to the Super Bowl, so you know that his coaching style translates to the NFL. I mean, I think the best head coaching job at the moment would probably be the friggin' Chargers, right?
I mean, that team's a mess and has always been a mess.
Yeah, you're never going to win anything, but at least you already have a franchise quarterback that you at least can, you don't need to develop. You need to start over at the beginning. Yeah. You get a couple pieces on offense, a couple pieces on defense.
What about the Panthers job?
I don't want that. I don't want that owner. I don't like that owner. I think
he's crap.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah, I think you're. Yeah, he's. I mean, any guy that puts brass balls on his desk,
praying our job is open. We're trying to get our guy fired.
I think in Atlanta, Atlanta could be an awesome job. The only problem, and don't take this the wrong way, Leighton, is that you guys don't have a quarterback.
Oh yeah, but we know.
Yeah. This is a very quarterback draft. Stay weird thing. He could mean the talks around Bill Belichick. I think Bill Belichick.
It's got to be done.
You think he's got to be? You think he's done in New England?
There's no way they fire him. I just don't think you can't fire him, and he's just not going to leave on his own. I just don't think. I don't know what you do. You can't fire him. I would love to see him fired personally. I think that would be hilarious. But
I would love to see him say I'm stepping down, but really he was pushed out, and then have an awesome mini 30 for 30 doc on the conversations on how he actually left New England. I think that could be awesome. Freddie Airmail, I saw be enemy to the Falcons brought up somewhere. I think that he is an awesome fit for the Falcons.
Yeah, I saw that earlier too.
I think that the Falcons should really think about trading down for Drake May. I think that's
the Falcons are not mathematically eliminated from the playoffs.
I know.
No,
we want to be,
but emotionally.
No, I have a comment on the Falcons page that's doing really well because Jesse Bates was like, "We're not out of the fight." I was like, "Yeah, but the fight's out of me." I'm done.
Yeah. It's the NFL season as long as it is. What's crazy when you think about it, right? Is it's so long, right? And you have a week between games to really get worked up, watch 9 different shows about the same topic for an hour. Like how many sports shows can I watch that says the same thing, and yet I still fucking ingest it? I still watch it and listen to it.
Then you watch all the mini clips. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. All of that. I watch everything. I watch the conspiracy theories. I do all of the things. Okay. And still we only watch 17 total games. When you think about that compared to the NHL and the NBA and Major League Baseball and most every other sport, literally.
Yeah.
You only get to watch your team 17 times, and it feels like you age 10 years every NFL.
But that's what's so beautiful about it, right? Everything is
Right?
important. Everything is heightened. It all matters. You know, it's all.
Yeah. Stay Weird says, I see him as a Greg Popovich of the NFL right now. Just let him finish his career. He clearly still cares about the sport. Yes, but you're dealing with an owner like Robert Kraft who, like, obviously doesn't have a ton of loyalty.
Yeah.
Does he or does he?
Because
I don't know.
I think he let Tom Brady go.
That's true.
You know, I think you do everything in your power to keep Tom Brady around as long as you can. And then when he says he wants to retire, you fill him with adamantium and make him into Logan. Like you just.
But was that the owner's job thing, or was that Belichick being like, let's on to the next generation, baby? And then that turned out to be not so much.
Yeah, I mean, God, can you imagine? You're like, I think the guy behind him is actually the better guy, and then it's like,
I mean, I remember Montana being shoveled off to Kansas City.
That's very true. Very true. Even though Steve Young did win you a quarterback, he did win you a Super Bowl.
Hey, I had no complaints, but at the time, it just felt like, dude, I watched Ronnie Lott and Jerry Rice play for the Raiders. It's not.
Remember when Jerry Rice had those cornrows with the Raiders, and you were like, "Oh no,
yeah,
like, that's not my Jerry Rice." Like, is he? I want my Jerry Rice to look like he looked like with the 49ers. And then he goes to the Raiders. He's like, I'm bad now. And you're like, oh no, it was like NWO.
He did a heel turn. That's right.
Yeah, he made a heel turn. He was like those aren't the right colors, Jerry.
That's exactly right. I got to say, though, it's fun watching him now. I don't know if you ever watch any 49er games, but he is like at every home game with this giant 49er chain around his neck, and he's on the sideline. He's like a mascot now. And I just feel like he loves his life so much.
Yeah.
And I love watching it. It just feels like he's just got this big smile. He's going up, he's handshaking all the players. When they score, they cut to him in the stands, or not even in the stands, like on the sidelines with these big old gold 49er chain around his neck, just smiling and having a great old time. I was like,
I think there is something to be said about like a morale coach.
Yeah.
Like a morale boosting,
just like
presence.
The best to ever do it is there cheering you on. That's got to feel good.
Come on,
right?
Guys.
Yeah.
Like imagine I mean, come on. The fact that Tiger Woods didn't go with the American team to the Ryder Cup just to like get in these guys. Yeah. I mean, hype these dudes up. Every team, like, could you imagine if on the sideline Troy Polamalu's there with every defensive guy going like, that was effing incredible. Like this, you need. I think you need that morale. You need because I don't want to toot my own horn here, but I'm gonna say something.
Okay.
My buddies play in a softball league. They have for a long time. They call themselves the Dodgers. Okay. Now, I used to play on the team back in the day. I moved away from LA. I was back over Christmas, before Christmas, and they had a game. And I didn't play, but I went there and ripped beers and smoked cigarettes like we always used to. And I just cheered, and they were having a rough season, and they beat the number one team in the league. And they were like, Cougs, we're flying you back for the playoffs. We have to have you. You're our morale guy. You're the boost guy.
Man.
Now, I'm not saying that's what cheerleaders do, but I am saying like, that's why you have famous celebrities on the sidelines that played for the team. You want them. You need that morale, Jeff.
I agree. I'm into it. I like a hype man. I like you got to have it. That's why we have
Matthew
mascots.
McConaughey for Texas, right?
That's right.
Yes,
it never
exactly.
Works for them, by the way.
I got bad news, fellas.
Yeah.
We have a 4-way tie for the show name.
Oh God. We need to open that thing on Twitch where you can use all of your channel points to vote. Because the singular
doesn't
votes
that mean
working.
that we toss it to Freddie Airmail and
Freddie Airmail?
Freddie decides ties.
Yes, Freddie decides ties.
Personally, I like big chicken. That's what I personally.
I do want a large chicken on next week's thumbnail.
Well, D's is still in Prague, being the tall GDP booster.
All right, Freddie, what's it going to be? What's it going to be? We're going to wrap this up.
Something special. Yes. And a special shout out to the people of the Czech Republic, because I don't know what the average height is, but if you add D's in there, it's going to bump your numbers.
You're getting a boost either way.
Oh, Freddie, I was leaning big chicken, even though I didn't vote for it. So yeah,
big chicken it is, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for being with us for the first show back in the new year. It's fun to be back. Fun to see you guys. We're excited to have D's back at some point as well. And we're excited about what 2024 is going to mean for fan-controlled sports and entertainment. Lots of big stuff. You heard some of the rumblings at the end of last year. We started teasing stuff, but there's going to be way more announcements as we move into the meat of the year, into the juicy chicken meat of the year.
No white meat, not all white meat. White meat, dark meat together. You need that, like the dark, the one from the bone, like the turkey leg, and then mix that in with the white meat, put it on a sandwich, cover it in gravy.
Give it to me. I'm so hungry right now.
Yes.
Thank you, friends. We'll see you next week. Until then,
wait a second. Wait, Jeff. Wait. Let's make an executive decision next week, and from here on out, the vote for the show name will go on the app.
I love it,
Freddie Aaron. We go to the app. It'll be on the app. We'll make sure it gets put in the app. Bing, bang, boom. So there's only 4 options then, because we can only have 4 options in the app.
All right. Sounds good.
Jeff, take care of your eyeball.
I will do my best. I shall do my best. I can barely walk, by the way.
Good to see everybody in chat. Stay weird. Great to see everybody.
I can barely walk because I played basketball 2 weeks in a row. I'll see you guys next week. Until then, power to the fans.
Wait, Jeff, wait.
Power to the fans.
I need one of those.
Did you enjoy that video from Fan Controlled Sports and Entertainment? Of course you did. What was it? I have no idea. This is a stock end card on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel, watch all of our other videos, comment, like, subscribe.